All right, everybody, welcome. My name is Fausto from Cyber Trading. Welcome back. We're doing a quick little broadcast here going on right at 10 o'clock. We're going to go about 30 minutes. We're going to do some live trading. So everyone just stand by. We're going to stick around for a little bit. We're going to do some trading. And we have our live trading room, so everyone here could just kind of enjoy and listen to a little bit what we're doing. So if you have any comments, chat, feel free to just kind of go out there and share it. All right? Thanks, everyone. All right, so Boyle just did what? It did a little slingshot right here, a nice little pop right there, Josh.
Yeah, it ended up just leading to a nice little push right there. Just give me a quick sec.
Hold on, just looking at the SLQT. What do you think of that KPRT? Do you think that KPRX is moving or what?
It built a higher low. I was marking out a level on my chart this morning off of 530, so I was looking for that to hold really well, at some point today. So if it could do it here, then perfect. But if not, then let me turn over to that trade right now while I'm at it. I'm gonna juggle a couple screens here. So that 530 level is pretty important to watch. I would keep a good eye on that at least, especially for all of us inside our live trading room. It's more of a level 3 or 4 stock in terms of volatility. So it's not necessarily meant for a new trader joining us. If it breaks below that, watch out. But that was a pretty big level here so far this morning.
I was just checking on level 4 on the SLQT, kind of more or less just looks like it's kind of hovering right at this resistance levels. Holding here pretty strong. SQL is just taking a hell of a dive right now. It's at big support levels at 175. This thing just keeps getting halted and halted and halted and halted. I don't see any buyers out there until like 220.
For which the SLQT?
Yeah, the SQL looks like it's going to get halted on the downside now. Oh, almost. Yeah, that was close. What do we got going on today? We have all this news that's going on right now.
Yeah, we had Powell speaking, or I think soon to be today, right?
Yeah, you got Powell. You have the president talking tonight. You got the Super Bowl coming up. So looking really forward. We're going to teach everybody a little bit more how to trade going into the Super Bowl on Friday. So make sure everyone's here on Friday to listen in. And then you're here on Monday, see what happens.
Fausto, that KPRX trade's making a really good push so far off that 530. I shouldn't say really good yet because it needs to really pop higher soon, but it's doing its job at least so far, that 530 level.
Josh, I tell you, hop on really quick on his CHGG. That buyer showed up for 100,000 shares at 660. He's out there. He came, and you know what? There's 2 orders out there. There's one for 93,000 at 1645, another 100,000 at 1660.
Yeah, I'm putting up level 4 right now on my screen. You could see that there. Right at 1660 and also at 1645, just like you were saying.
Somebody wants that stock. If this person right here bids it up from 1660 to, let's say, what's he moving in 15-cent intervals? See if he goes up to 75 cents. Boom, that's just like read between the lines.
And that's pretty substantially big. So we'll see if it ends up getting that slingshot back over 17.
Yeah, it's a hell of a substantial. He's been out there since 940. It's funny. It looks like the same guy, right? But then there's someone else that showed up right now because there's 2 orders out there, not one.
my level 4 data is a little jumbled up here. It's not showing me as much as I should be seeing. So I see the icebergs. They're there. I see them at least from 10 o'clock onward, but there's definitely more data that you have that I don't.
Yeah.
That's all right though. The KPRX trade's beginning to pull back. That's where I was saying be careful. It bounced at first, did its job, but if it's not going to blast higher, then for as much up as it is already, it can turn to the downside, break
I
below
did a
that
swing
support.
trade on Boyle, by the way. Boyle's
Uh,
testing the high.
Brian says Chegg trades with AI. I didn't see that. From this past week, Brian, I didn't see Chegg up as much as the others, at least. Maybe there's a tiny affiliation with like the artificial intelligence or whatnot, right?
You
But you don't
have
want
that
to
in the
fall
background?
you don't want to fall in love with them. The SOUN trade I was saying before, just a moment ago, prior to 10 o'clock at least, 420 is a key level. If it can't hold over that, it's going to tank. So that's where you got to watch out. Yeah, that Chegg trade's starting to push back up a little bit. I'll tell you, the AI trade is making a nice little push back up, Ryan. Hopefully it can break back over 27 cleanly here.
I tell you that Chang, I really like it. I'm really looking. I could feel this guy wants to upgrade. He's going to want to do a. I feel like he's going to want to do a little bid up right here.
Look at this AI trade, Fausto. It's breaking back over 27 here. Nice run back up. Looks like almost like a Fausto flag. It's like
It does.
it's kind of stretched out a bit, right?
It does.
It's got to make that blast above resistance though, break the highs.
Taking those stock. You know what? I'm removing SQL and the KPRX. They're junk. They haven't gone anywhere. I feel like you can get suckered in.
Milton says bids on Chegg could be short covering potentially, but for right now we treat those as potential support levels that could squeeze the stock up. If it doesn't squeeze the stock up in the time that we're looking at it, that's where you got to say watch out. That's what we teach you in class there, Milton. That's what we'll teach everyone coming up this morning in Traders Talk as well. I know that you and Grant and other students know that here coming up, but at least for all of us collectively, actually, we're going to be doing that on YouTube as well. So, if you have any questions, just make sure that you send it actually right over to my email address. I'll be jumping on YouTube coming up at 11 o'clock this morning. Actually, technically the top of the hour now. But Josh at c2trading.com is my email address. So any questions that anyone has, students or attendees alike, just in regards to what we're calling out, shoot me a quick email and we'll be able to cover it coming up. Chegg is not making that break over 17 yet, at least. And my SOUN, again, we were talking about this just, for as much as it's testing support, I'd imagine for this to eventually break below it, right? It did that earlier here. So it's not looking good. Again, lower highs on that SOUN trade. Certainly not running up as well as the AI did from just a few minutes ago.
Wow. You know what? Just a couple of things. Kind of a cruise line. Looks pretty good. Thanks a lot, Lawrence. I appreciate the vote of confidence. It's so funny. I actually, booking a summer trip on Royal Caribbean, and because usually we always rent a house out in Delaware, which you guys know I go away there on the beach, and this is the first time I'm not going to do it after so many years. My uncle passed away. A lot of you know who lives in Delaware. My uncle owns like Grotto's Pizza down there, so we used to go down there because and stay at his place. But now we said we're going to do a cruise this summer. Shopping around Royal Caribbean, I can't believe how much this ship is completely sold out. And now to look at it, you could look at Carnival had a really good move. I mean, stock just remember it had a big resistance around 11. It just broke through 1250. It's been a really good swing on it.
Yeah, that AI trade's now dumping off. So unfortunately, that Fausto flag's failing. It's going the other way. My
Well, take the holds
SOUN's
right here.
My
Below,
SOUN
it can't go. It can't test that 2610.
my SOUN trade's tanking right now. I don't feel good about these AI trades right now. It was looking good just a moment ago.
I like that Boyle. That Boyle's hovering here for a little while right now. I
Uh,
mean, we trade that stock so many times. I mean, that thing took a huge, huge hit.
Now, I think this trades inversely with the other natural gas ETF, right? I think cold,
Yeah, yeah. Coal was it? KO was it?
KOLD.
KOLD, right? Yeah, that's going down. So that the other one should go up. It's the opposite.
Been a good morning though. Like again, if you know how to map out your levels, if you do what we preach in class, it may not be the most opportunistic morning, but there's opportunity pretty much every morning in some regards. So,
Yeah,
this
it's more
morning on
just be patient.
exactly this morning on Cano, it was a cheap stock and it moved up only a tiny little bit, but we were calling it out at the time. It was right place, right time. Not as much luck. It was more of a dud than anything actually long over today, but it netted us what 8 cents, whatever, on a cheap stock. All right, it's cushion money. It helps the morning out. So
Remember the Biden stock I was talking about? It's been going down.
which one?
Biden, BIDU.
Ah,
Remember this morning?
oh yeah. I mean it's up 8%, but taking it's filling the gap though. It's a really nice gap fill there.
Yeah, it's still gap fill on the downside.
The Lucy trade still holding strong here. It's got to blast higher soon enough though. It's just been choppy really since the market opened up. Hasn't tanked. So if it's not going to make that big drop, hopefully there is room for another pop here soon.
Tell you, I would. Chang is holding. I'm looking over here on the right, looking at my market there. It looks like it's kind of holding there. I really want to see if this person bids it up. Every time he bids it up, you got to hit it right away.
On the Lucy trade there that I'm watching, I'm just looking at 360 as a key level. If it can re-break that perhaps another time or two, then we might get our higher high up to 4.
No one we called out earlier too, the SLQT. I took it off my watch list. Yeah, buyers show up at 29,000, right around that $1.15.
Right now, the SPY, it really hasn't gone much of anywhere since the open. It was trending down a lot more in pre-market. It's starting to break a little bit lower right now. So, you start to see some things slowly drop off, but not really too much movement overall since the open. Coinbase took a hit, of course.
It was good in the morning. Yeah, a couple of really nice pops in the morning. Looks like everything's starting to kind of like flat right now. Wasn't as good as yesterday though. I guess all the news that's coming out today, everyone's like holding off. Lucky's moving.
Yeah, I was just
Lucy, I mean Lucy, Lucy.
Yeah, I was just saying that, Fausto, a second ago. 360 is the key level I'm watching there. It's on my chart. I have it up to, at least on my screen.
Big
360 is
buyer just showed up in SLQT.
oh, and
It just broke daily high.
and on the Lucy trade, really quickly, just be careful now. I don't know how recent it just popped up. A 25 or 26K iceberg just showed up at 370. Oh, it just popped up right now. Watch out there. It's got to blast that resistance there coming up.
Wow, the SLQT is testing an iceberg order right now, 130. What a big pop! Biggest gainer on the New York. Just ran 15 cents. A
Ah,
lot of volume showed up just out of nowhere. It looks like.
the Lucy trade just stopped me out break even. I was in from 350 and had a good entry at the time, but when the second that iceberg popped up, I'm like, oh shoot, I know it's gonna likely come up here next. It may look to squeeze up eventually. It actually looks like that order may have pulled right now, but that SLQT there is still holding and testing that 130 level.
The Dow's been here just hovering here all day. Hasn't moved. Oh my God, my boil's going down. If it breaks this 57, I'm gonna have to get out. I mean, I don't own that many shares. I don't do that much when it comes to a swing trade. SLQT looks, let's say if it holds here, looks like it's, Josh, looks like it's making a little Fausto flag.
The last 3 bars it does, it needs to still like just break
Yes.
that iceberg there.
Yep. He's still there at the 56,000. It breaks that, then it could test 143. That's the next 42. Is that the next resistance? Yeah, 143. Yep, took him out. Almost. He sold 20. Big green ball. Lot of trades going off on time and sales. Okay, so now it should probably just do its. Now it should probably do its consolidation its consolidation right here.
The stock that I was watching earlier, just one of the AI ones, the SOUN trade, I'm looking for support off of 380. It may not be right now. I'm just calling out the level because it's something I took the time to plot this morning, so I know it's pretty big.
Yeah, Jeff's just bringing up in the cyber group room. Says be careful of boil. At some point, it has to let off some steam. Yeah, I mean, would you think? A good way of putting at it. But I mean, listen, we traded that stock last year. I mean, we watched that thing go from like 30 to 140, back down to 38, all the way back to 120. I mean, this thing does move. By the way, that the SLQT, it kind of took all his shares out, so the guy's done at 130.
Yeah, your next iceberg I see there at 143 that you were saying before.
Yep, for 60,000. Everybody else in between's got like 3,000, 1,000, 7,000, 200. Looks pretty good though. I mean, you know what? It has a very nice trend. I mean, I really like the movement. I mean, it's slow, not really what we were a fan of, but this morning was, where was it? It was at wasn't on the watch list because it really didn't move that much, but it was at what, $1.03? But dollars. Oh, look at this! Look, picking up some steam. She's picking up some steam. 136. I mean, up 30 cents. Not bad. 1,000 shares if you traded it. $1,000 investment. 30 cents. $300. $50,000 salary. It's not terrible. I think that Josh, from what I could see here, I don't know if you can see on your end, but it looks like he added about 5,000 to that offer at 43 cents.
Yeah, I see that there. Yeah, you can see on level 4.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here comes Lucy. It's starting to break back over my 360 level. Very big buying level that we had here, so it's kind of a moment of truth time here.
The stock from yesterday, the SOUN, that had such a big run, is getting crushed.
The more buying that we have off this 360 level on Lucy, we should get it to push. Yep, here we
Lucy's
go.
trying to go up.
Yep, I was just saying that.
Just reassuring it.
Okay.
Just backing you up.
It's on our screen there. Richie's showing it up on our screen, and I was just commenting on that 360 level there. So it's off to a good start, you're saying, and it's just got to keep pushing. It's a big level.
I love Lucy. Feel bad. She just passed away, right? Not too long ago.
Um, I am not too sure on that.
I know it's past your time. You don't know. You probably never knew even know who. Everyone here knows I love Lucy. She was an icon. Very talented. I think those are really actors. Like, back in the day. Wow, this thing all of a sudden. See the volume spike it just got on this thing? Just showed up.
Mhm.
Someone's buying it up.
360, baby.
Yeah, it looks like
Let's keep
resistance
it
going to hit
pushing.
$4 at 24,000.
Good chance I'll cover this coming up for all of us collectively in our workshop later this morning in about 40 minutes, our Traders Talk workshop. Again, for all of our students and members here, we're going to be doing that actually on YouTube as well for anyone there as well. Just feel free to shoot me a quick email, josh@ctutrading.com, any questions or trades that you want to go over. But I'm certain that we'll be talking about this Lucy trade here coming up. Why
This thing's really
360?
picking up some momentum here.
Why 360? Well, we'll answer that question coming up.
By the way, they add this SLQT also popped too. It's like they're trading side by side. It looks like that's coming up. It's getting close to its 43-cent seller for
They are.
62,000.
They really are kind of trading side by side. I didn't notice that
Mm-hmm.
till now. That's like a nice little correlation there.
Yep.
We were talking about that in our audio broadcast yesterday at this time for all of us inside the live trading room.
Yeah, that Lucy's beautiful.
Love it.
I love
Love
Lucy.
it.
I love Lucy.
It only adds
Karen
on top.
saying in the cyber group, excellent actress, so funny, so natural. She was.
Now on the
Yep.
Lucy I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, well, on the Lucy trade, you got a couple of iceberg orders we got to worry about here at $4 and $4.20. So, just that would be a good time to take the money and run at least off that 360 level.
Yeah, they're both moving up really nicely. SLQT is also really testing this. It's getting there. Guy had a couple more shares. Wow, this thing's really starting to pick up some volume right here. Let's see if it gets close to this 43 cents. You got two of them. You got two really nice ones. You got Lucy and you got the SLQT.
Absolutely. Or should I say absolutely? Aha.
I need to look at long-term chart here. Okay, so the SLQT's got big resistance levels right around 28 cents. It broke that, obviously. Wow, that'd be pretty cool if they could do that. There's a big resistance levels back on September 8th, right around $1.62. And sure enough, he's out there. 30,000 share seller at 165. So not only could you do what we teach you during the day trade, you could learn it, you could use it towards a swing trade.
The news out on Lucy. It looks like they are launching their audio eyewear line.
Ooh,
And
sounds very.
I'll tell you what, though. Here's the
When did they
interesting.
do that? They announced that 3 days ago? Because that stock is what we traded about 3 days ago. That one thing ran from
It,
$1.60 to $5.
I think it was. Here's the interesting part because Benzinga Pro doesn't screw up that often for me. Where it shows the company description, like what the company does, it lists the company description of Apple. I'm like, wait, what? So I'm wondering, like, did Apple like have a stake in this company, or like what the hell's going on with that? I don't know, but
Lucy's
yeah,
really moving.
yeah, active
Oh, it's getting
eyewear
there.
line. Oh yeah,
It's
we're
hitting
getting up
them,
to
and
4.
it's taking them out.
Come on. This is
Meanwhile,
definitely a good.
SLQ2 is it's just like, it's like right there. It's like really like, it keeps testing them right there. It took some shares, it took some $4. It took some orders out, actually. No, almost got there. It's funny. It's like they know he's out there. You know what I mean? and it just hovers right below that 43 cents, 42 cents actually. It was more, yeah, 43. Look at that. Lucy just basically went to $4 and came right back down. See that's a very, that's very important to see how, like, if you didn't get out right below that 4, boom, you just gave up about 20 cents. That's a lot. SLQT is getting there. Traded 9 million shares. When we saw it early, what did it trade? Like 800,000?
Yeah, it was somewhere around there. It was less than 1 million.
And market's going nowhere. Okay, it's coming up there. It's getting there.
It's a nasty shake on this Lucy. Like a 25-cent shake out there. Now it's trying to go back up a little bit.
Does that look like, you think it's a slingshot? Seller's not there anymore, though. He's down to 12,000.
I mean, we talk about this every week in Traders Talk, so we'll do that coming up. We just came off the phase 1, 2, and 3 classes all together from January. This is the point in the morning where if you have a small cushion and you're happy with it, then you have the chance to play and hold and do it responsibly, obviously. But you can never go broke taking a profit, right? So if you sell your full position now, you're going to make a bigger profit than if it ends up just tanking and you selling like all your position in 5 minutes. It's kind of give and take. So if you're content with your morning, then you have a little bit more flexibility. We never need to be perfect on every trade as long as we're just happy at the end of the day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Quality of life.
AI is really tanking right now, by the way.
Yeah, the SOUN trade broke back below my support level there. I took a
Yeah,
really
things
small
really coming down fast.
I took a small loss on the SOUN just now. I got stopped out on that last candle. So I was looking for 380 to hold. It did until it didn't.
What's crazy? I'm just going through the big percentage, the most active gainers on the New York, and there's like stocks there I haven't seen. Like, I mean, we know them all, we trade them all, but like usually those are not the ordinary stocks. Like Snapchat, AMC is the fifth biggest volume leader in New York. That one's coming down hard. I mean, obviously from yesterday. AI, fourth.
Snapchat is I hate
Carnival
Snapchat.
Cruise Line is third.
Oh man.
Boyle's first. Oh my God. I feel so bad for this woman owning the stock, Ford stock.
What was the story?
It was like I said, it was a woman I was talking to the other day. She wanted to take the class, and she couldn't really do it. She wanted to get part of CTO, get involved, but she was stuck in these positions, and she was like, "Lee, I was crying on the phone." And she's like, "What do I do?" I'm like, "I can't tell you what to do. You're the one I bought into. I could just, you could learn, have an idea. I mean, like, you really think it's going to come back? Unless I'm not a broker, I can't tell you. It's what we teach you what to do. But like, honestly, between you and I, it's going lower. I mean, like, she broke through major support levels. I'm like it or not, it's going to test this 1240, and that was and she was at and it's not like a lot. You know what I mean? It's like a lot of shares. I mean, like, it's not like it went down a lot, but when you own a lot of it and like 50% of your or 60% of your account is all in on this one trade, you can't trade that way. You got to be a little bit more diversified when you swing trade. That's why people ruin themselves.
Yeah, we were talking about that in the Swing Trading Pro course actually yesterday in terms of just, and it just popped up. It wasn't like the main point of class, but it was just like position sizing and how, for a day trade at least, or for a swing trade at least, you should look to swing a fifth or maybe even less of what you would normally day trade, right?
Yeah.
All right, Fausto, I got to jump onto a coaching call with one of our students, Felix, coming up here. But I'm going to be back collectively, obviously, for all of us inside the live trading room. Stay right put. I'll be back on for Traders Talk as normal. But for all of us on YouTube, Facebook Live, LinkedIn, Twitter, I'll actually be popping back up at the top of the hour coming up here, 11 o'clock Eastern Time. So just look forward to that. Make sure that you like, subscribe on our YouTube channel so you get the pop-up, the notification. And if you have any questions, last call, I've been saying it here so far, but josh@ctutrading.com is my email. Any questions or trades that you'd want to go over, send it over to me. Feel more than free. All right, folks.
Yeah, for everybody here that's watching on YouTube and all our social media networks and stuff like that, we are just starting to launch a new product. We're going to start coming on live, almost every day. Just make sure you subscribe to our channel. We're going to come on every, after 10 o'clock from 10 to 10:30. You can come in live from like 9 to 9:15 of the watch list. But you could always get into our trading room if you always wanted to. Just come and join us, like us, friend us, and get those alerts. But if you just want to kind of learn a little bit more what we're doing, learn more about the day trading, swing trading. Remember, you got 30 years of experience here, and you got a great staff, and get to talk to our instructors. So we'll see you back here again. Now remember, don't forget, we're going to be back again live at 11 o'clock. We're going to do Traders Talk. It's one of our weekly most popular programs. And then tomorrow we're going to talk about accounting. So don't forget to miss that. We're going to come out and talk about trading. We have one of the top accountants that talk about how to trade being a day trader or trade or swing trader investing. So you don't want to miss that. So we'll see you all then. So don't go anywhere. We're going to log out the room. We'll send you the alert. We'll see you back here at 11.